Hi there. For day 19 of March Madness, we're going to be looking at jackknife prep. Now, if you've ever seen Pilates jackknife, you know it's actually a really intense exercise. I could demonstrate it, but I'm not very good at it at all. I think my legs are too long. Well, I'm blaming that anyway. So today we're going to be doing our jackknife prep. We're going to be looking at some of the preparatory exercises which are really going to strengthen your internal core muscles, support your spine as well, and really help you feel strong and energized too. So we're going to start in our relaxation position. I'd like to bring yourself down onto the floor and set yourself up with your head supported by your little cushion. Weight going down through the back of your head, the back of your rib cage, and the back of your pelvis. And just find that position where your sides of your waist are nice and long, knees and feet hip distance apart, and your hips and your pubic bone level. So just wiggle yourself around, do a few little pelvic tilts if you need to, and then come back through to your neutral position. Then tuck our shoulder blades underneath us and lengthen our arms down by our sides, keeping your jaw relaxed, your shoulders relaxed as well, and go straight into our double knee fold. So we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, let's just float one leg up, hinging at the hip, and float the second leg up to join it. So nice and strong around your middle. Inhale, take leg one down, and leg number two. So let's go again. Breathing out and out, drawing those legs up. In and in. Super. Going again. Breathing out and out. Fab. In and in. You do a few rounds of this, and if you want to make it slightly more challenging for yourself, I like to float your arms up in the air so that your fingertips pointing it towards the ceiling, balanced over your arms, and now you're going to really have to rely on the strength of your torso rather than using your arms as a kind of balancey counterweight thing. We're just going to do a few of these. So breathing out and out, keeping those core muscles coming in. So think about that internal core set coming down and in rather than up and out. Super. Let's go 2 more times. Breathing out and out. In, and our final one here. Out and out. In and in. Super. Bring your arms down. Just give your hips a little bit of a wiggle from side to side here. Just enjoying this rotation through your spine as well. Over to each side. Really smoothly. Super. Okay, set yourself back through into your neutral position. This time we're going to go into a single leg extension. So float your legs up again one at a time. And then keeping your legs parallel, hip distance apart, we're now going to go into a single leg extension. So as you breathe out, lengthen one leg away from you, fully lengthening, pointing slightly through your toe. Inhale to draw back. Keeping those muscles down. So you should really feel this around your hip, your glute, your middle here, all switching on. And keeping your jaw and your shoulders relaxed as well. So you're stretching your legs away, breathing out. And in. Good. Really getting that stretch through those legs. And in. Super. Out. And in. Good. Out. And in. Super. Let's go a few more times from each side. So lengthening away. Drawing back in. And again, keeping your shoulders relaxed and down. Of course, it really switched on. Let's even go 2 more times on each side. So just building the intensity today by doing a few more reps on each movement. Good. Last one to each side. Super. Okay, and then bring those knees in. Give yourself a rock from side to side. So, resetting yourself up, we're going to try now do a double leg extension. So this is where we're going to take both legs away from us. If you've ever done double leg stretch, it's exactly the same legs as this. We're going to have our legs in parallel and glued together as well. So rather than having our knees apart and kind of doing a frog leg where they come back in, we're going to keep our knees together. So this is really intense for your core. If you're not quite there with your strength of your core and your spine yet, please just stick with those single leg extensions. You'll know when if you're starting to push it a little bit too far because you might begin to start to arch up from the floor. I want to keep those muscles coming down and in. So let's float our legs up again, one at a time. And then bring your knees together. Toe muscles switched on, really important here. Arms on the floor. And then as you exhale, lengthen your legs out. So about a 45-degree angle. And draw them back in. So if you start to arch it from the floor, please just stick with those single leg extensions. A great way to strengthen without putting too much strain on your spine. Drawing back in, so really bringing those muscles in. Imagine you're about to be punched in your middle, and that's the kind of feeling that you want to find. So exhaling, drawing back in. To make this harder, you can take your legs lower to the floor. To make it easier, lengthen them up towards the ceiling, okay? Let's go again, breathing out. We're going to do 8 of these. Keeping your jaw relaxed at all times, keeping your shoulders down. 6. Good. And 5. 4. Good. And 3. Super. Still getting that internal connection. 2. And our final one like this. Lengthening away. And draw again your knees back in towards you. Lovely. So now this is really going to up the ante because we're going to go into a leg lift and lower. Now, if you have a resistance band, mine's upstairs at the moment, which is really not helpful. If you have a resistance band and want to give yourself a bit of support, I'd like to grab your bands. Really wish mine was downstairs. If you don't have a band, you can use a scarf or a pair of tights, and I'd like you to wrap that band around both of your feet. So imagine I'm holding a band here. Then we're going to lengthen our legs into the band. The band is going to help support the weight of your legs, and lower down and up. So we're trying to go from 45 degrees to a 90-degree angle, okay? So with this movement, we're keeping our knees and feet together once again, drawing at the pelvic floor, internal muscles coming down and in, and we're going to lower and return. Again, if this is going into your back, if you're feeling that you're arching away, I'd like you to just try and do one leg at a time. So you have both legs in double knee fold, and you're going to do one leg and then the other. So let's give this a go. We're going to lengthen our legs, breathing out to lower, in to come up. Good. Out to lower. Use the band if you want to. Going again, lengthening and return. Super. So lengthen and return. 4. Good. And 3. Super. 2. And our final one. Bringing our legs back in, giving yourself a rock from side to side once again. Okay, so going into our kind of roll over prep now, we're going to have 2 different ways of doing this. So we're going to start with bent knees. So you're going to be able to roll back into your spine. So imagine you're doing a spine curl. So we're tucking our pelvis, imprinting our spine and slightly lifting up. But this time we're doing it with our knees in towards us. So you're going to use your arms to give you a little bit of traction. So you can just lower your legs down as you inhale, and as you breathe out, it's going to tuck them towards you. You can see my pelvis ever so slightly lifts off the floor and lower down. So we're just starting with those bent knees, using your arms, so pressing through your arms, that's going to help you get that little lift. We're going to keep it really small, keeping those muscles switched on and in. If you have any back concerns, please don't do this. Super. So I can really feel those muscles knitting together and down. Good. And 4 as we breathe out. And 3. Super. 2. Good. And 1. Drawing those knees in. Oof, and return back down. Okay, so our final exercise, we're going to try and do the same thing with extended legs. Again, if you feel this is too much, please just stick with those bent knees. So we're going to lengthen our legs out and then lift and lower. Okay, so you're getting that slight little lift here and lower. The full aim of jackknife is we're going to go right over and then bring our legs up. I'm not going to show you today, Google it. I practiced yesterday. Definitely need a little bit more practice here. Super. Okay, so using your arms. Again, bend your knees if you wish. And 3. Super. Wow, I can feel this so much. 2. Good. Keep your legs extended and long. And our final one. Good. And then bring your knees in towards you and have a little rock from side to side here. Lovely little rock. Whew. And then we're going to come over onto our sides and push ourselves up to our seated position. Ready for a nice big stretch and breath. So sit however suits you. Take your arms out to the side, breathe in. As you breathe out, we're going to float both arms up to the ceiling. reaching through our fingers, lovely stretch here, and press the air away. And we're going to go one more time here. So breathing out, reaching all the way up, lovely stretch, press the air away. And give yourself a nice clap. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you've really enjoyed it. Please let me know how you got on. I always love to hear from you, and have a great rest of the day, and see you tomorrow for some more Pilates. Bye-bye.